your secret is safe with me. To even it out, I'm gonna tell you all of my secrets.
Oh, no, that's not necessary.
I once forgot to brush my teeth for 5 weeks. I didn't actually sell my last car, I just forgot where I parked it. I don't know who Al Gore is, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. When they say 2% milk, I don't know what the other 98% is.
That was Chris Pratt. When we first got to know him as the lovable goofball Andy Dwyer on Parks and Rec. Well, today, Chris Pratt has become one of the highest grossing movie stars of all time. And he's done it all, from action blockbusters like Jurassic World and Guardians of the Galaxy to animated hits like the Super Mario Brothers movie, Garfield as well. Now, he's back on the small screen in a prequel season of his hit show, The Terminal List, called Dark Wolf, this time focusing on the backstory of his character's best friend. Take a look.
Welcome to the Suck, brother.
Good to be back.
Good to see you, man.
Missed you, brother.
Just in time.
Yeah? Hey, how's my blood brother?
Living the dream, eh?
That's a good shirt. Do they make it in men's?
Sure, do you want one?
No way.
Oh, Chris Pratt, welcome back.
Thanks,
welcome
man.
back,
Good to be here, Craig.
So, I mean, The Terminal List, if folks are familiar with that series, that is actually based on a book, the first book in a series.
Correct.
This new one, this is not in the series at all.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it is and it isn't. So the first Terminal List, it started a book series. It's now 6 or 7 books long.
Yeah.
Jack Carr, New York Times bestselling author, found a huge audience, and so I optioned that and we made the Terminal List series on Amazon. And there's a character, Taylor Kitsch, plays a character, Ben Edwards, in the first season. He was a real fan favorite. And so we made a series that's based on his character, but it takes you back 7 years. So it is a prequel, and we're all involved in it. And this series also allows us to introduce many characters, all of whom are instrumental in further seasons down the road of Terminal List.
I was telling you, I finished the second episode last night in the series, and it really is this sort of love letter, if you will, to the military.
100%.
And it also seems to be pretty doggone accurate. How did you go about achieving that kind of authenticity?
Well, we hired a lot of veterans. There's 7 episodes in Dark Wolf, 5 of them written by veterans. We've got this trifecta of former Spec Ops guys, Navy SEALs, Army Rangers, all in the writing room as producers. And you know, if it doesn't pass the sniff test for them, then we try not to put it in the show. And so authenticity has always really been the North Star for this series. And I can't tell you how many times I've had people come up to me and be like, dude, you guys really got that right. And I wouldn't have known that, because everything I know about combat I learned from watching TV, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But these guys that have been through it, this has been a wonderful transition for them, and they've helped us to maintain authenticity.
Well, it's obvious that was paramount for you guys. Let's talk about one of the 18 other projects you're working on.
Okay.
let's start with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Sure.
You said recently that Star-Lord is back.
We made a promise at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the legendary Star-Lord will return. And so we're gonna make good on that promise.
What more can you tell us?
I can tell you that at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, we made a promise. You know that they got snipers up in the buildings here to try to prevent me from saying anything.
That's the only line they would let you get.
Yeah, that's right. That's an approved line. And
okay,
so,
all right.
No, he'll be back, I was just talking to your dancers here with the Funketeers.
Yeah, the Funketeers are coming up in just a few minutes.
And they're big. They were like, man, we love the comic books. We love the Guardians of the Galaxy. So, you know, Star-Lord's really a fan favorite, and the Guardians of the Galaxy hold a special place in the hearts of Marvel fans. And so it's absolutely everyone's intention to make sure that we don't stop telling their stories.
All right. What about Garfield? What can you tell us about the return of Garfield?
Well,
don't look over there. Don't look at the movie.
Yeah, we are doing another one.
Yes.
We're doing another Garfield, and so we're in development on the script right now, but we're all committed to making another wonderful Garfield movie.
Everything you make now comes with like 3 or 4 sequels. That's why movie studios love you. You don't just do one.
Stay tuned for Today's Show Season 2, where Chris Pratt reprises his role as Chris Pratt in the hit show, The Today Show.
But beyond all the stuff that you're doing on the big screen and small screen, you're a new dad as well. You've got an 8-month-old at home now. How's Ford doing?
Ford, man, he's doing great. He's doing great. Mama's doing well. He's the happiest baby. He's got these giant, beautiful blue eyes, and he's so special. He's true. Everyone says that about their kids.
Yes.
Most of them are wrong. I'm not wrong. This kid is very, very special.
Well, it helps that he's got great genes.
Hey,
too.
you know, he's got a beautiful mama, a very caring and strong-willed father, and yeah, he's now one of 4 of my children, and I'm so blessed.
How would you describe your parenting style, and maybe juxtapose it against your own father's parenting style?
Oh
back in
man,
the day?
boy, that's a really great question. I think my style is very heavily influenced by how I was raised. In that, you know, I was a very sensitive kid, but my dad was very tough and very strict. And so I tend to be a little bit more mindful of the sensitivity in kids. Yeah. And so I'm not as tough and I'm not as strict. Their mom, however, Katherine, is very much like more the rule enforcer. And so we have a nice balance there. But you know, I think as long as you're present, you kind of can't go wrong. You know, you're going to mess up, and you're not going to get it right, but you were there, and I think that's what ends up being important to adults when they grow up and they look back on their childhood. Is like, hey, my dad was there, and that's a good thing.
Here, emotionally and physically present. Before I let you get out of here, I've got a full screen I want to show you, because the reality is you have played perhaps at least 68 different characters.
68.
We've only narrowed it down to these. Is there a character that Chris Pratt loves more than the others, or is it like your children? You can't just pick one.
It's really like the children. You really can't pick one. It's awesome to look at that, because each of those jobs was a different step in this incremental, you know, climb towards where I am.
Yeah.
And you know, I look at like Moneyball, Scott Hatterberg. That was a big breaking moment for me. You know, like and Parks and Rec was each one of those jobs was a big break in a special way. So I can't narrow it down to just one. It's very humbling to look at that and know that I've done that. It's wild to look
All those chapters led to this story.
Yeah, dude.
Always enjoy it.
Likewise.
Always enjoy it. Hall of Fame guest Chris Pratt.
Hey.
You can catch the Terminal List Dark Wolf on Prime Video starting on August 27th. We should mention that Chris is going to be back tomorrow on our 4th hour with some of his co-stars.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC, or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.